Welcome to Reynolds Razorback Stadium, where they have been calling the Hogs since early in the morning in anticipation of this showdown we have coming. Mississippi State about to boot it away as we start the festivities. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. So the Arkansas Razorbacks offense is on the field for the first time today. And here comes this quarterback. When he takes the field, he brings a certain swagger and charisma out there that not only the entire team, the entire stadium seems to feed off of.
You can feel it. It's different. It's special. Guys like this don't come around very often, but he makes the whole team better, but the belief is strong because he continues to make plays and be there for his team every time they need.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. And the Razorbacks line up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Gets the first one of the day off, and hoping he's not as busy as he was in that loss last week when he kicked it 4 times. The Bulldogs offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And they seem to believe that they can take big plays away and man coverage by just locking him up in this matchup, David.
Yeah, and it's hard to lock down a great wide receiver, but a great defensive back versus a great wide receiver, we got a showdown.
Yeah, let's be honest, David. Most defenses don't have
Seth Rogen
like that at cornerback. That could do it in a game like this, but this matchup is unique, and it's going to really determine the outcome of the game.
This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road?
Was that y'all's teammate?
Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can.
Can't even hear.
And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. He makes the connection. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10. Fresh set of downs after the completion. Looking to scramble. He'll pull it down. Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down.
You can tell this is a pass play. He has his eyes down the field. He's looking to throw the football. But how nice is it when you got a guy like this that can scramble and go get you a first down? Just really hard to stop from a defensive perspective.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Now the play fake. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
Throws to the tight end. It's caught downfield. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. The Razorbacks will line it up on 1st and 10. Wide receiver shows motion. The RPO fire complete to the left. The ball's free.
Come on, bro.
Going to be a turnover.
Man, that's a big mistake. And listen, I'm still going to force feed my playmakers. If I'm that quarterback, I'm not.
Wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here. Thinks the call is going to end up going his way.
That was a fumble.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. Here comes the Mississippi State offense ready to attack. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, Dave, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on the field.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. From the gun, the running back has it. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. Mississippi State right back to the line. On 3rd down, going up top. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Well, this guy's become a bit of a problem for opposing offenses. In their last game, he had 2 sacks, and he's dominating again, getting his first sack in this game now. He right now is wrecking people's game plans, and this offense better find out how to slow him down.
He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field.
Tell him plug it in.
Territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those
Don't
are
be using
when you got the offense moving a little bit.
Don't use Wi-Fi.
Jesse, but move on, reload, forget about it.
At the end of the day, it's just fundamental football, right? They practice it all week. 5 points of pressure. Every ball carrier has to have it. They just got to do a better job moving forward.
Just a savvy, veteran, productive run from this junior. From the 25-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Fast motion from the offense. They'll throw it on 1st down. Their throws toward the end zone. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the
Come on, bro.
And you can forget running in the middle against this defense. Ball's at the 24, a lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the 1st down. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. And the Razorbacks have this offense rolling. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Works his way ahead for about 3. It's down at the 8. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Now improvising. And the defense gets to him, but not before he reaches the 2. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can't pick up the 1st without scoring. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Razorbacks! Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane.
Oh, it makes you go back down.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive
Yeah.
line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. New Mexico looked less like a pack of lobos and more like a group of road warriors in a solid victory. This team almost always plays tough at Albuquerque, and today they found a way outside of University Stadium. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But, boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. The Bulldogs headed quickly to the line. He's going to pass on 2nd down. Catch in the middle. It's Slade. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. You've got a 3rd and manageable, backed up in your own end, but convert here and you get some momentum. From the gun, wants to pass. Complete to the left. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. And the Bulldogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays.
Good
through
block.
the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch. Last couple of plays, the offense seems to be just one step ahead, David.
Yeah, and I'm going to have to do something to disrupt the timing, the rhythm. I got to do something.
And he's all bottled up. And
Come on, bro. We can't pick up the
Bush
fumble.
doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep two hands on the ball as well. They're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on that.
You want to talk about hearts and throats when that ball was on the ground? The offense recovered its own fumble. Trying play action. He's going to let one fly down the middle.
Come,
And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive.
bro. You had like 5 times to intercept that ball. You couldn't intercept it.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Looking
Yeah,
for 20, needs
it
a
was.
chunk play.
But I was trying to catch it. It was bouncing.
Target, he got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Excellent
Ugh.
job on the punt. Bounces out of bounds at the 5, and they'll have 95 yards to go in front of them. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
They're trying to run the ball on first down, guys, but just nothing doing up front. Their offensive line got blown up on that play. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
Now he's going to glide away from pressure. At the 15, he's loose. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And here's the tackle at the line of scrimmage, and that'll send us to the second quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Arkansas has the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. Power football with the run.
Come on, bro.
Scrimmage, that'll be a loss of 3.
Damn.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And the DB right with him to knock it away.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. They've hit a bit of a lull here, and they need to get things cranked up with this possession, Jesse.
Just haven't had a rhythm these last couple of possessions, but I'll tell you, the best way to get back into one is to run the football. Establish yourselves up front of the line of scrimmage and help keep these third downs manageable.
Now, and the best news is your defense at least forced a punt of their own. So now you can go answer with that good stop while this game is so close. Let's just go keep putting more points on the board, and let's see less of the punt.
And this junior quarterback shows you why the scouts love that big arm of his. Wants to throw on first down. He's right on target. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. Mississippi State going up tempo.
Really nice job on that play. Quarterback and receiver being on the same page. Quarterback not telegraphing the throw, and the receiver...
Come on, bro.
Oh, sick, nasty move, and he's loose. Run out of bounds just before he could get it into the end zone, and now they're set up first and goal. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't work on first down. Now it's second and goal from the 8. He'll do it himself. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
Yeah, it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options. He's going to run the football. They were dialed in. He got that second to the ground.
Looking to the
Come on, why is he wide open, bro?
Touchdown, Mississippi State. I don't know exactly what the defensive coverage was, but it certainly wasn't part of the plan to leave him that wide open.
Well, I don't think they know what their defensive coverage was either. How do you leave that big guy open down here in the red zone? You know the quarterback loves the big tight ends in this area. Really poor job by the defense.
On the run from inside his own 5. Makes a move. Pushed out of bounds at the 41, but not before he pulls off a terrific return. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Grab behind the line.
Are you fucking
The
serious?
defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? And I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
And he hauls it in inside the 30. Touchdown, Arkansas! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
The AT unit on the field. And the PAT gives him a 14-7 lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they cap things off with a touchdown pass from 59 yards out. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Mississippi State right back to the line. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Slips through the line. Very little will make the crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Markham. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the 1st. This offense has a 2nd down play. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. To the ground to try to pick up the 1st. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33. The Razorbacks will have it 1st and 10. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Holds and fires complete to the right. And the defense coming with bad intentions. They knock him down for a loss. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw.
No way. That.
Out of bounds, but it creates the turnover and a great opportunity for his offense.
And this ball looks like it just got away from the quarterback.
That wasn't no
He made the right
interception.
decision. He was going to the receiver that seemed open, but just not very accurate on the throw, and that leads to the interception.
They go to the ground. Runs ahead and powers that way for 4 yards out to the 30. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. won't keep it himself. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. 4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. And I don't think he got there. No, they stopped him short. He does not pick up the 1st down. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. They bring the punter onto the field now. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it. Right? You can be a great player. You got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Comes out throwing on 1st down. A beautifully placed ball to the outside and the toe drag for the big pickup.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line, good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. 2nd down coming up. He's looking to throw. Fires to the middle. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. Down to the 26-yard line and a 1st down. Back to the air one more time. Coming after it. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
Sometimes you beat your guy and you get sacked so clean. And sometimes, like on this play, the DBs do a great job covering, make the QB hold the football, and then the rush gets home.
And he will wisely scamper out of bounds. No need to take unnecessary hits.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Razorbacks! Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hitting the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18.
Hell no. Hell no.
Offense ready to attack. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum. Cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the 3rd quarter. You've got one drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start erasing and chipping away at this deficit. This could be where the game turns right here.
There's a timeout call as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Looking at a 2nd and short now. Wants to pass. And the quarterback is snowed under. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. He'll try to really get into this one. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. 1st down here for the offense. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip.
God damn it. I knew that was going to happen.
Trying to take it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
And that's just a flat misfire, not even close to his receiver. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On second down, they'll take to the air. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. On third and long, try to convert through the air. And they can't make the connection on third down, but hold everything. There is a flag. Let's see what that's about. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. And it's third down, but they're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And the holder will place it down on the left hash, a 47-yard try coming. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Stands in and takes the hit. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A first half that saw a little bit of everything there in Fayetteville. And it's been said football is a game of inches. And guess what? Based on the comparison between third down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen and panic. But really, this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that is proven.
I didn't even know Houston was in the playoffs.
Matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
Pocket starts to collapse. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. Mississippi State going up tempo. Gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get.
Makes the catch down the right side. Afterburners coming. Touchdown, Arkansas. And they take it in for 6 more points. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Central Michigan is in trouble. Check that. They're in a world of trouble because unless I'm reading that scoreboard wrong, that does not look very good. They're trailing by 14 to Boston College. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
Man, it's nice having a QB that is going to hang in there. You can tell, hanging in there, he knows he's going to get hit, right? If I'm going to get hit, I might as well make a...
He's loose. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Movement here from the tight end. They'll run it from the gun. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
Damn.
Journey
that's a long gulag fight.
This offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Throws to the wideout. It's caught. And more yards after contact. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. The run from the shotgun. Mississippi State right back to the line. They'll run it from the gun.
They looked down the scope and they pulled the trigger.
7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Right down the middle. And it's picked off. Taking it the other way. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
QBs have to understand, when I'm throwing against zones, I got to manipulate guys with my eyes. I might have to look one direction to create an opening to throw that ball or zip that ball in. I got to use touch. It's really hard when all eyes are on me, and you can tell the quarterback was not ready and did not make a good throw.
Running back searching for a hole. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down. And how about this lower intestinal fortitude? 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. And the Razorbacks will move the sticks.
You know, I think there's a lot of people in the stadium that were wondering why are they going for it on 4th and 1 in their own end of the field, but the gamble paid off.
And they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last one.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. And they bring him down, but did you see this freshman rifle that thing in there? They're going to run it. At the 40, there he goes. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. The Razorbacks come to the line with a new set of downs. Reads it, fires complete. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. They are controlling the ball. 9th play of the drive. He had to fight for a couple down to the 33. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Touchdown, Razorbacks! And the stomping has commenced.
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really?
Oh, you can only use the 6 guns. Ooh, that's kind of suck.
Headed back to the field to go to work. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win it, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
The sure hands, it's Blade. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll go back to the ground. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35.
And sticking to the run. I tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. He's open on the right. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Mississippi State has this drive hitting on all cylinders. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He has an extensive juke library, and he exhausted it and still didn't pick up much. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Looking to throw on 2nd down.
Oh, shit.
Grab near the marker. It's Johnson. And they make the tackle, but it'll be enough for a first down, and we'll see if they get another.
All right,
play
4th
off.
quarter, here we go.
These 2 quarterbacks have produced.
35 to
Check
10.
out their numbers after 3.
When I get the ball, it's chew clock time.
One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Grabbed in the middle. It's Blade. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. From the gun, running back gets the give. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
Caught over the middle. It's Hale. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Complete and looking for enough for the first down.
Man, and that's just making it way too easy on the defense. They're laughing at that short. They're like, really? Okay, we'll just make an easy tackle and jog our punt return team out on the field. We're going to make it that easy for us.
He's not going to make it.
Yes, sir.
What a big stop for this defense, and they might be able to put this thing away. The offense starts this drive in the shadow of its own end zone. The give on the inside. Slams his way forward. He'll get 3 out to the 11.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on 1st down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second.
Hammers ahead for a yard out to the 12. Coming to the line of scrimmage on 3rd down. Wide receiver coming across in motion. With jet sweep pass. Still on his feet at the 25. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain.
These touch passes, it's so hard because there's always action off of it, right? If I fake this pass and I can run it up the gut, or I can throw it and it just spread me out and make me defend so many things, and you could tell they got on the edge quickly, got the big first down.
And he was on his way, gets it all the way to the 38. And the Razorbacks getting set on 1st and 10. The give and tick, 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 tick. Knocked down at the 35 after a pickup of 3. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. To the ground with the back. Finally pulled down, but not before moving the chains for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Let's go. Give to the running back. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. From here, it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that 1st down.
1st down.
But not before getting enough for the 1st down. On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15.
If y'all wanna hold up, I'm like 43 seconds away from this game finish.
And you can see the D drop back a little bit. It creates a little bit of space. The running back blasts through, gets the 1st down.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
I'll probably die right away, but
all 3 phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play.
Alrighty.
Pedal to the